Thanks for joining us so much. I'm King 5 meteorologist Leah Pizzetti coming to you with breaking news on this Tuesday afternoon. We did just receive reports of a bear attack at Mount Si. So we're working to get a crew there to take a look at who was impacted. But what we're getting right now is some basic information from Eastside Fire. They say rescue crews are there. The mountain is currently closed to hikers. And the Department of Fish and Wildlife is on scene right now, keeping an eye out for that bear and trying to find that bear. They say one person is seriously injured at this time, which includes claw marks to their face and their legs. Another person was injured while running from the bear. So it does sound like multiple people were there at the time. So this is breaking news that we're following out of the North Bend area. This is Mount Si, of course, a very popular hike in the state of Washington, one of the most popular hikes. In fact, this is about 30 miles east of Seattle, right near that city of North Bend. It has about 100,000 visitors per year, so an incredibly popular and typically very populated hike. If you've done that hike before, you know that there's almost always someone on the trail with you. It's about 8 miles round trip, and it is a very strenuous hike. It's got more than 3,000 feet of elevation gain during that hike. So that is one of the things when we talk about bear attacks locally and in general. Typically, those higher populated areas tend to be on the safer side. So for this to happen at such a populated and popular hike is definitely a big deal. So at this point, we know it was a bear attack. Personally, I can confidently say that this was likely a black bear. Grizzly bears in the state of Washington they do exist, but they typically are in the northeastern part of the state of Washington. I've done extensive coverage on the rehabilitation of bringing grizzly bears back to the Cascades, but at this point, they're bringing them back because there are none that are known in the Cascades. So chances are very high that this is a black bear attack, not a grizzly bear. But black bears are omnivores. They typically eat fruit. They'll sometimes eat smaller animals, things like rodents, things like fish. But for them to attack people is very rare. Of course, this is the time of the year in the spring when they're coming out of hibernation. That is when bears typically tend to be a little more aggressive. They're on the hunt for food. They're hungry. They're coming out of hibernation. So that is when we tend to see them coming out and kind of waking up. There is no documented history that we can find of bear attacks on Mount Si. We do in the history of kind of the local area, there have been incidents, but they are extremely rare. Back in 2024, there was a woman near Kettle Falls who was injured in a bear encounter on her own property. We had another incident in 2010 when actually a Bellevue city councilman was attacked by a black bear. That was at Lake Wenatchee. Another one in 2024, there was a man jogging on a trail in Whatcom County, so up to the north, who was attacked by a black bear. But actual attacks of black bears are extremely rare, not just in general, but in the state of Washington, especially in such a populated area here. Once again, this is breaking news. If you're joining us live right now, near North Bend at Mount Si, we have news just coming into our newsroom of a bear attack. So Mount Si is closed at this time. If you are a hiker who is about to head out to an afternoon hike at Mount Si, please find another hike. Avoid the area right now. This is from Eastside Fire. Mount Si is closed right now because of multiple injuries that we're keeping an eye on because of a bear. We know at least one person had injuries to the face, claws to the face and legs. Sounds like another person was running and hurt themselves. First responders got multiple 911 calls to report that aggressive encounter with a bear. Right now, Fish and Wildlife is on scene. They're trying to locate that bear at this point. So we've put calls out. We're talking to the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, seeing what precautions they would now take, what steps they will now take. with this happening. A lot of times when we talk about bears and bear attacks, of course, we want to leave those bears alone. We are in their habitat as much as they are in ours. But when bears get aggressive, that is when authorities will take steps to either tranquilize them and move them, or in an extreme situation, actually kill them if it is a dangerous situation, which at this point we do know one person does have serious injuries, claws to their face and legs. So Mount Si right now is completely shut down because of this bear attack. In fact, there's actually only been one recorded fatal bear attack in Washington state. That was in 1974, so more than 50 years ago, the only fatality. So while bear attacks are rare, fatal bear attacks are even more rare. That 2010 attack that I mentioned was definitely the most notable. That Bellevue City Council member, John Shalmanak, he was actually mauled at Lake Wenatchee. He was near his cabin. He did have severe injuries. He actually lost an eye in that bear attack, but he did survive and he is okay. So like I just mentioned, only one fatal bear attack in the state of Washington. That was back in 1974. But at this point, this is not a fatality. This is just serious injuries from that bear attack, claws to the face and to the arms. Actually, since 1970, our team is working to pull some statistics on the history of bear attacks. Since 1970, we've actually had 19 human black bear encounters that did result in injury. So think about that, 1970, 19 human black bear encounters. So that's very few for such a large span of time, more than 60 years there, only 19 attacks. So bear attacks are extremely rare. We know in Washington, we see them all the time. In fact, I've seen them on my own property. Bears are here, they do exist. The bear attacks are extremely rare. So as a reminder, just a good thing to keep in mind, please do not go to Mount Si right now, but this is the time of the year when bears are coming out of hibernation. So if you do see a bear, there are steps you can take to keep yourself and the bear safe, of course. If a bear is walking toward you, you want to identify yourself as a human, make noise. You want to stand up. You can wave your hands above your head. You want to talk in a low voice. You don't want to freeze. You don't want to lay down. That is not what you do for a black bear. A black bear encounter, you want to make sure it knows that you're there. Back away. Avoid direct eye contact. This is information from wildlife officials that they've put online for people. You don't want to run from the bear. Back away slowly, making that noise. Make sure you have your pets leashed as well, especially while you're hiking. And of course, try to be aware of your surroundings so if you don't accidentally startle that bear. I'm getting some new information right now. So let's see, a typical weekday in June at Mount Si, how many visitors would be there right now? Anywhere from 500 to 1,000 people. And that's a typical weekday in June. So yeah, it's a Tuesday. I know a lot of people may be at work or doing other things, not out hiking, but still hundreds of people would take to this trail every single day. This is an incredibly popular trail for anyone who does not know this area, but I think people in Washington know Mount Si. This is a very popular trail. Hundreds of people would typically be on it on a day like today. So to see something like this happen is definitely shocking to hear about. Other good tips to keep in mind, you want to carry bear spray with you, have it readily accessible, and of course know how to use it. We hear all the time of people who think they know how to use that bear spray, but they actually don't. So make sure you know how to use that bear spray should you venture out onto one of these trails. But Mount Si is, I'm going to take an educated guess here, likely a trail that most people would not carry bear spray on them because it is so rare to see a bear on this trail, or not to see a bear, to have a bear attack. Bears absolutely are in this area, but the bear attack is what is incredibly rare. So if you are just joining us right now, one more time, we are following an incredibly rare bear attack on Mount Si right now. All of Mount Si is shut down. Eastside Fire and Rescue says the mountain is currently closed to hikers. They're on scene right now and they're trying to track down this bear that has been aggressive. It did attack a hiker. We have a hiker who has serious injuries at this point. claws to the face, claws to the limbs, and so they're on scene right now looking for that bear. So we do have a crew who is on the way right now, but this is about 40 miles east of Seattle, so that they're on the way. We're hoping to bring a live update in our 4 p.m., 5 p.m., and all of our early evening shows and beyond. Keep an eye on what's going on. But if you had any plans to head to the trails this afternoon, cancel them for Mount Si. I know it's been really hot the last couple of days. Temperatures have been in the 80s and 90s. We definitely are cooling off today, so today would be the day that's lovely to go on a hike, but it's not a good day to go to Mount Si right now. I would cancel those plans. Getting some more information right here. Let's see. So it's about a 45-minute drive. It has views of Snoqualmie Valley, Puget Sound, Mount Rainier on a clear day, which this is a lovely clear day. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there taking advantage of this trail right now because it's finally cooling down a little bit. Temperatures are a lot more comfortable. It's extremely well maintained. It's extremely accessible. This is a very popular hike here in Western Washington, Mount Si. This is down I-90 right by North Bend. It's an incredible view, a beautiful area. And as we know, bears are absolutely here. These are the communities where bears are in your backyard, but the bear attack is extremely rare in this region, in this community. So we're going to stay on top of this breaking news. We know that those first responders are there on site right now. They're trying to find that bear. Of course, they're caring for those people who were injured. Sounds like 2 people were injured right now. At least one of them had actual injuries from that bear attack. A second person was injured running, trying to either run from the bear or get to help, and they fell and they hurt their ankle. Is that second injury that we're keeping an eye on right now. So WDFW, Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, is on scene right now. They're handling all of the communication, so we're in contact with them and we're working to get more information. And it looks like we may have a little bit more right here. I'll take that, Susanna. But once again, Mount Si Trail is closed right now. So this is a little more context into Mount Si for anyone who doesn't know. It did actually become nationally famous because it appeared in the opening credits of Twin Peaks. I know many of us know that show Twin Peaks. There's a restaurant right there in town that is iconic Twin Peaks restaurant. A lot of people like to go there, enjoy, soak it up a little bit. And this view of Mount Si was actually in the opening credits of that TV show. This is a very popular hike this time of the year, especially in June. We're at that sweet spot where things are drying out. It's not too hot yet, so June is an incredibly popular time to hike. So we are going to continue to keep an eye on this. Oh, it looks like we did just get an update. Let's see. So this is the first alert that came out. Let me read this for you. This is for Search and Rescue Mission Response. This is a quote. Multiple units from King County Search and Rescue are responding to reports of a bear attack at Mount Si. As a precautionary measure and under direction from the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, the trail has been closed while Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife works to locate the bear. At this time, our focus is supporting the safe extraction of the 2 subjects and ensuring the safety of our volunteers and the public. That is from the Search and Rescue Public Information Officer. And then they also included, this incident serves as an important reminder to remain wildlife aware while recreating outdoors, stay alert to your surroundings, and be prepared for changing conditions in the backcountry. This reminder is more important than ever as our city is experiencing high volumes of tourism around the World Cup. That is a very important thing to note as well. Of course, the world is watching the Seattle area right now. This absolutely could be a hike that someone who's visiting the area looks up what's the best hike in the area. This would be at the top of the list. And Fish and Wildlife did confirm this is a black bear, which is that is what we expected. Grizzly bears are not known to be present in the Cascades. This, of course, is part of the Cascade Mountain Range. This is right along I-90 near Snoqualmie, near North Bend. We're about 45 minutes east of Seattle. This is a really easy drive to get from Seattle to this beautiful area. And this is why we love living in this community so much, is you can be in a metro city and in less than an hour be in such a rural area is what it feels like. There's incredible mountains, incredible forests, And of course, with that comes the wildlife that lives there as well. So one more time, if you are just joining us, we are keeping an eye on a bear attack, a black bear attack at Mount Si, one of the most popular trails in the region right now. So we know at least one person injured from that bear attack, a second person injured while running away. Search and rescue is there right now. We have the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife on scene right now. Officers are presently there. An injury. This is not a death. It was a bear attack, but this person who was attacked by the bear is seriously injured. But at this point, that is the extent of the injuries that we know. Looks like we're getting some more information from Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife about encounters with bears. So in general, bears do avoid people, as we know, but they are curious animals. And as we know, they're waking up from hibernation right now. If a bear walks toward you, identify yourself as a human, make that noise, wave your hands above your head, talk in a low voice, back away, avoid direct eye contact, do not run from a bear. You want to make noise, make sure your pet is on a leash. All of this is information that is available online on the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife. And you know what? Another thing to note too is bears are common even in suburban areas in the state of Washington. We live next door, essentially, in our yard, in each other's yards with bears. In fact, here's an interesting statistic for you. There are approximately 22,000 black bears in Washington. And that's, of course, the entire state. We have multiple mountain ranges. We have the Cascades where we know they populate. We have eastern Washington as well. So 22,000 bears, black bears in the state of Washington. I'm not sure if we have any new information coming in at this point, but like I said, we do have a crew who is on the way to the scene. So be sure to tune into our 4 p.m. show. It'll be starting up here in about 40 minutes. So I do expect our crew to be on scene by then and have the latest, show you what that scene looks like, hopefully talk to officials and get a little more context into what was going on. But at this point, we know we have at least one person injured from the bear attack directly. A black bear did attack a person at Mount Si. So Mount Si is shut down right now. Do not go to that area. Do not try to hike in that area. And of course, people do live in that area as well. Could be a good thing to do to bring any pets inside and just make sure that you're keeping all of your critters in your eyesight and maybe bring them inside as authorities are on site right now trying to locate that bear and take the actions that they need to. So we'll continue to update this on air and online, of course, king5.com, our King 5 app, King 5 streaming, where you're finding us right now, and we'll bring you the very latest. But we'll see you back at 4 o'clock.